Let's move on to the continuing saga of the former Fox News host and current Basement podcast host, Bill O'Reilly. Yesterday we learned that in January, O'Reilly had to pay $32 million of his own money to settle a sexual harassment suit. But according to O'Reilly, it's not what it looks like.
Bill O'Reilly going on offense, defending himself in the wake of new bombshells tied to the sexual harassment allegations he's faced.
Bottom line on this is that my enemies who want to silence me have made my life extremely difficult. Anybody who doesn't like me will believe all the stuff that the smear merchants put out because they want to believe it.
No, man, we believe it because you paid $32 million on sexual harassment. That's why we believe it. $32 million. You know, they say you can tell a lot about someone by what they spend their money on. For instance, last month, I spent $300 on video games. I know, I'm not proud. And my enemies will call me a bitch-ass noob who camps, but I can't deny I love video games. $32 million? Do you know how much money that is? O'Reilly could have made his own Medea movie for that money. Although, if he puts on a dress, he might end up sexually harassing himself, so that's a bad idea. Don't do it. Like, I'm sorry that I'm stuck on this, but it's just an amazing amount of money to pay out, especially if you're not guilty. And in a recorded interview with the New York Times, O'Reilly gave a somewhat odd explanation.
This is crap, and you know it. It's politically and financially motivated, and we can prove it with shocking information. But I'm not going to sit there in a courtroom for a year and a half and let my kids get beaten up every single day of their lives by a tabloid press who would sit there, and you know it.
So let me get this straight. You have evidence, shocking evidence, that would totally exonerate you, but you're not going to go to court because it'll hurt your kids, as opposed to what's happening now? You know how phony that sounds, right? I would take this to trial, but the idea of my kids hearing a judge declare me not guilty would be too much for them. Look, I don't know about O'Reilly's kids, but if O'Reilly were my dad, I would rather he just gave me the $32 million. I can handle some bad news for $32 million. People will be like, Trevor, doesn't it hurt to see your dad get beaten up by the media? I'll be like, yeah. I watched the news in my private jet. It really hurt, man. But I'll be okay. And now O'Reilly hasn't released any shocking evidence. What he did try and do was make it seem like all his former colleagues were completely cool with him. There's just one small problem. They have Twitter.
Yesterday, O'Reilly posted thank you notes on his website from Megyn Kelly and former Fox host Gretchen Carlson from the time when they worked together. In Kelly's note, she called O'Reilly a true friend and mentor. And Carlson writes, "Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for being my friend."
Well, Carlson responded on Twitter to all of this, saying, "So what? Still paid $32 million."
Oh, man. Oh. Bill O'Reilly is over, man, because now anyone can win an argument against him by just saying $32 million. He'll be screaming at a waiter like, "I didn't order the calamari, you idiot. I ordered the shrimp scampi." He'll be like, "All right, sorry, $32 million, whatever, man."